so this might be pretty crappy because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so with the election soon, or it might be over by the time I finish writing the script and editing the video, I thought I'd talk about Obama! Maybe it's not such a good idea making my first video about politics related stuff, but it's fine. It's fine. It's mostly about math, kind of. And yeah. So hold on to your mustaches. So first, I don't know about you guys, but in elementary school, eating lunch in our classroom was the bomb. For those of you who can't imagine this, all of us youngsters would trek on over to the cafeteria, buy food, and bring the food back to the classroom instead of the lunchroom. Speaking of the lunchroom, there was this stupid stoplight to keep us from getting too loud, but I'll talk about that sometime later if I feel like it. Anyway, we would bring the lunches over, and one day in 2008, it was Barack Obama's inauguration speech or whatever. So we watched it live on the huge TVs on wheels. That was a pretty huge event. Not because he was a black president, but because we got to eat lunch and watch TV at the same time during the school frickin' day. Funnily enough, I don't really remember the second inauguration speech, but I remember it was Obama versus Romney for presidency and Warren versus Brown for the US Senate election. But we're finally getting to the point of this video. I realized that I was 8 years old then, which means President Obama has been Presidente for half of my life. Like, dang. So I told my mom and she was like, oh dang, that's true. But then she mentioned that Bush was president before for 2 terms also, which means he was also president for half of my life. I wasn't really old enough to realize what was going on with politics and stuff, and I'm still not keeping up with the times, but I think just about everyone knows what's going on with this year's election. I'm not really one to talk about Obama's administration, but given that the American people have to make a choice between Hillary and Trump, and that some people really don't want to make that choice, it seems to glorify Obama a lot in our minds. We remember Obama with nostalgia. The media, especially Facebook, that's the only thing I use, keeps posting about not only Hillary and Trump, but also what Obama's done in his 2 terms. Of course, we also get those comments where people debate about whether he was or wasn't actually a good president, but anyway, I hope that wasn't too boring, but bye.